For starters, we have picked partners, and then once we picked a partner, we decided collectively what did we want to research, what did we want to get out of our research.
So my thoughts coming into the class were pretty neutral. I knew that it was just going to be a research class. Like in a lot of past classes, you do little research papers. So I kind of understood abstract, lit review, and all that stuff. So I kind of got the gist of it. I knew it was going to be a lot more, not necessarily strenuous, but a lot more tasking, a lot more work since it's a whole semester full of research. So I knew kind of the basics of the class, but I wasn't really too stressed out about it or too nervous, scared, or anything like that because research isn't really that bad in my opinion.
Being in the class so far, it's very different from any other comm major class that I've had to take so far. It's definitely a lot of at home, on ye type of research, and it's constant work. Not that it's heavy work, but it's always something you could be doing, not necessarily that you want to do it. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, it kind of gets, I get a little dazed and confused in it and lost in what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's definitely something that is important to learn because conducting research is something that you're always gonna do, especially if you want to learn more and expand. So yeah.
So for our class, since I'm in Dr. Hosterman's class, we do a qualitative research instead of quantitative research like Stover's class. Our qualitative research consists of getting 12 in-person interviews.
The key terms. The trick, and this will be where you start sorting through it, all right?
We created something called a code book, and that's where we kind of found, basically, the essence of a code book is finding different themes among the interviews and kind of just going through and highlighting the transcripts, finding different quotes, things that stood out to us that we saw throughout different interviews that were the same. We're researching a lot on the TikTok ban that occurred in January.
Does movie posters affect the interest of people wanting to see a film?
Research project is going to be mostly about marketing and how influencers influence how people buy things online compared to if it was just a regular ad on Instagram or anything like that.
Basically, what makes people choose an NFL team based off location, team appeal, loyalty, and fan identification.
We were kind of curious how other fans were feeling about needing to pay for so many different streaming services to watch so many different games.
I'm over to Liza Tucker. He is my research partner, and we are both studying the impact of finance, such as NIL and incentives, financial incentives in the college sports world, and if that has changed the perspective of fans and or athletes perception of sports and its integrity of sports as a general, college sports, not just sports, college sports.
Our big hypothesis is the idea of being perceived as patriotic through your viewing of the Olympics. So does it make you more or less patriotic if you watch the Olympics and stuff like that? Or if you don't? Is our big idea.
We decided to look into this topic or just research about the Olympics in general, just because Dr. Stouffer, when first explaining this project to us, he was he told us that you want to pick something that's interesting to you, but not something that is involving of your favorite things that you like to spend your free time enjoying, because you're going to be doing a lot of research on this topic and spending a lot of time on it, so it can get old really quick. Right now, I think I'm still a little nervous. We're still in beginning stages of things. We haven't started our survey yet that we're going to send out. We just started today, or just turned in today, our annotated bit to start our literature review. So we're at very beginning stages right now. So I think I'm still a little nervous, getting the hang of how the semester is gonna go, and staying on top of everything, and just putting out the best possible product that I want to finish off this last semester really strong.
I think now we're getting to the reality of things because like today we literally just submitted our IRB to like Longwood's IRB committee to approve our research. So like we just did that today. Our classmates took we had to construct our survey. And so like we did our first practice round of survey responses, and so we did that today. And then, like I said, now we're just waiting for the Longwood IRB committee to approve our survey so that we can send it out to the general public. Dr. Soper's plan is to have the IRBs approved by Wednesday so that we can send out our surveys. But the Wednesday we get back is when all of our 100 response are due.
So within the first, even 24 hours of having our survey out there, we had over 100 responses, which was insane. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast, considering we only needed 100 responses for the survey. But we got all of those responses. I had made a lot of posts on Reddit. I honestly had never used Reddit before this, but I was just like, Reddit seems like a really easy place to just shoot all of the surveys out randomly, fingers crossed people respond to it. So, and obviously there are 32 NFL teams, so there's at least one Reddit page for each NFL team, so I just posted it there for every single one.
I'm hoping that it goes well in the sense of I get my 100 responses. I don't really have a preference if people are going to be with me or against me on my research, just because it's very opinionated and based on I guess each person's lifestyle and how they are when they go shopping, because I know there's people that are shopaholics, and then there's people who do not want to go shopping with a 10-foot pole because childhood trauma went back to school.
So we don't have that much left. So since we got our surveys out and got them back, now we have to write up our methods section, write our discussion, and talk about our results and our conclusion and our paper-wise, and then we have to present it at symposium. So Comm is a little bit different from everyone else's. So instead of us printing out a poster and presenting it to everyone, we will have a little live stream going on for people to see our presentation, our research that we've done all semester, and I'm looking forward to it.
I have no idea what that means.
Right now, we've been very focused on working on the research paper itself, but we do have the presentation kind of fast approaching. So on Monday, we're going to go over how Hosterman kind of wants our Google Slides to look like, how they've looked like in the past. So I think that'll be really helpful to create our presentation. So we haven't done a whole lot with creating the actual presentation itself yet. It's been a lot of gathering the data and analyzing it and discussing it and seeing those patterns. So I think I'm just excited to actually kind of put it on paper for now and kind of just seeing how that translates and how other people view our research and if it makes sense to others. So that's going to be our big next step, is just preparing for our actual presentation itself.
So we did the best of your ability of understanding your study and understanding the world. Why did these two correlate? Okay.
Looking back, to where we were at the beginning of the semester, I feel like we were terrified as to this whole thing, not just the paper, but the presentation itself. But truly, as the semester's gone on, Dr. Sover has given us everything that we need to be successful. And so I feel now it's just about putting our minds to it and doing it, because we know that the work we've done is good. We've taken it to Dr. Sofer's office hours a million times and been please look at this and tell us if it's okay. So we know that we've done the right things. It's just about putting it into that presentation and executing that, and then finish writing the paper. And that's all we really have left. But I think we definitely feel a lot better about it now than we did at the beginning, that's for sure.
That's all the questions I have. You answered beautifully as always. So
thank you.
So much for your
Thank you.
Hospitals, we don't have to go. What if we just skip one and take a commercial break?
I'm glad that the day is here so I can be done with it for real. A lot of stress and turmoil, heartache and pain. You know, I'm surprised I made it, but I'm here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'll say it's definitely been a lot, and I'm just here so I can graduate. And I'm definitely glad it's over. Well, it's about to be over, so yeah, looking forward to this being over for sure.
I'm just excited to share the results that we found. I would say us two being, well, I'm a former college athlete and him being a college athlete, that we kind of like did enjoy doing the research, so that was the good part about it. So I'm kind of excited to share like what we found and like to kind of debunk a very popular opinion.
We made it, we're finished, and I'm excited to be done.
I would definitely agree. I think I'm excited to be done, and just kind of, I feel like it's very rewarding that we are done and that we've made it to this point. So just excited to present and get it done with and have my mom watch my presentation.
I think I'm excited to start presenting. I think of it as more of a new set, especially for being a digital media concentration person. I think it's exciting to go somewhere different beyond the studio.
I think seeing it is with everybody in here is definitely a little more nerve-wracking than when we were just in here with nobody in here. But I still think it's a really fun experience to get to do it to the cameras and live stream it while research day is also going on, so that our parents can watch it or other people can watch it, but also be a part of the rest of Longwood's research day. So I think it's really cool and a unique thing to do in here.
I have to agree, and it definitely brings me like a sense of comfort to see all of my friends that are in Comm Lab there, and they're running the cameras behind the scene. So it just makes it like a full circle moment as a senior where I'm presenting my research, and yes, it's live stream, but at least some of my friends are here to see it, and so that brings me also a little bit of comfort in that too.
It feels amazing. I'm so happy that all the work that we've put in has finally come to a conclusion and that we could present today and be done.
Yeah, I'm just really happy to be done. It's been a lot of work. There's been a lot of work going on, so it's just really good to finally showcase it. It's a really good setup, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. I was a part of the morning crew, so it's a lot going into it. But the production itself is really nice, like especially this live stream. It's been going really well.
I don't know too much about the digital media side, but everything looks amazing, and there's a lot of people here, so I'm impressed. Like getting back the data from your surveys.
You answer that one.
You weren't supposed to turn around.
It's bougie.
Dr. Stouffer and I go back and forth. I say I'm a D1 yapper, he says I'm a professional yapper.